What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a flashback Thursday, or a throwback Thursday, I guess. So let's today we're going to be opening up Donruss from 1988, and we're going to be searching for, of course, rookies and Hall of Famers. Maybe we can pull the Tom Glavine rookie out of here. I picked this box up in let's see, it was probably about a month and a half ago or so in Yakima at Ron's Cards and Collectibles, and I paid $12.95 for this box. Let's hope we can find some good stuff. Maybe we can find the Tom Glavine rookie, or maybe the no number Kirby Puckett. But yeah, let's get to ripping. See if we can't find something good out of here. Let me know in the comments what your guys' favorite old school set is. All right. Got our normal puzzle piece, Stan Musial. All right, starting it out, we got Tony Gwynn, Hall of Famer. Ripken Baseball Family. It's a cool card. Mike Schmidt, MVP. Greg Myers. Ed Romero. Domingo Ramos. Donnie Moore. Randy Myers, Barry Lyons, Gene Garver, Joe Carter, Kevin McReynolds, Wade Boggs, Hall of Famer, Bobby Meacham, and Scott Lusader. Maybe by the time we're done, I'll have this whole puzzle. Dan Quisenberry, Dale Mahorek, Jody Reed, Paul Kilgus, Hubie Brooks, Steve Ontiveros, Andy Allenson, Bill Pacoda, Tim Cruz, Dan Pasqua, Oil Can Boyd, that's Dennis Boyd, Jay Aldrich, Frank Tanana, Jim Dwyer, and Bob Sebra. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Jay Buhner's rookie card is in this set also. I was a huge fan of Jay Buhner back when he was playing for the Mariners. All right, let's see, pack number 3, I believe. Dave Dravecki, Mike Bilecki, Chris Brown, Jeff Stone, Manny Hernandez, John Morris, George Hendrick, Dwight Evans, Ernest Riles, Carl Nichols, Dan Petrie, Dave Anderson, Joel Skinner, Dave Clark, and Dave Stewart. George Frazier, Bob Welch, Jesse Barfield, Greg Gagne, Darryl Strawberry, John Moses, Dave Martinez, Gerald Perry, Mike Lacoste, John Canglosi, Rich Goose Gossage, Paul O'Neill, Rick Shue, Gerald Young, and Ricky Horton. Denny Walling, Floyd Bannister, Odaby McDowell, Kirk McCaskill, Andy McGafkin, Mike Gallego, Steve Farr, Tom Candiotti, Alex Trevino, Calvin Schiraldi, Charles Hudson, Dave Bergman, Mike Clear, Dave Schmidt, and Gary Reedus. Alright, Marvel Wine, Milt Thompson, Bill Duran, Jose Aquendo, Dick Schofield, Shane Raleigh, Rick Aguilera, Ed Nunez, Garth Lord, George Frazier, Bob Welch, Jesse Barfield, Greg Gagne again, I'm pretty sure we had that one, and John Moses. Jose Rijo, Jerry Dongleaton, Mike Devereaux, Jay Buhner, I believe that is his rookie card, Spike Owen, Jim Morrison, Pete Stanekic, Steve Kiefer, Devon White, Checklist, Tim Lindman, Greg Maddox, Tom Prince, Charlie Puleo, and Pat Pacillo maybe. Give me just a moment. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Oil Can Boyd, Frank Tanana, Jay Aldrich, Jim Dwyer, Bob Sebra, John Pawlowski, Bill Buckner, Dave Meads, Terry Pendleton, Chris James, Guy Hoffman, Lance McCullers, Atlee Hamaker, John Smiley, and Rafael Ramirez. Jerry Mumphrey, Rick Aguilera, Ed Nunez, Garth Lord, George Frazier, Bob Welch, Jesse Barfield, Greg Gagne again, I'm pretty sure that's card number 3, Darryl Strawberry, Hall of Famer, John Moses, Dave Martinez, Gerald Perry, Mike Lacoste, John Kanglosi, and Rich Gossage again. So first stack of packs there, we got one rookie that I was kind of looking for, and one Hall of Famer. Let's pull out this second stack of packs here. Alright, we got Steve Bedrosian, Nolan Ryan, Hall of Famer card there, or Hall of Famer there. It's a nice card. Danny Cox, Floyd Humans, Jose De Leon, Dwayne Boosie, Ed Correa, Mackie Sasser, Jay Howell, Mark Gubixa, Fernando Valenzuela, Pat Clements, Roger Clemens, nice card there. The Rocket, let's see here, Eric King, and Mike Birkbeck. I'm gonna speed things up, I think, a little bit. I don't want to make this video too terribly long for you guys. All right, let's go a little faster here. Gus Polidor, Cal Ripken Jr., Diamond King card, Chuck Cram, John Habian, Larry Herndon, John Shelby, Rick Cerrone, Corey Snyder, Dennis Eckersley, Thad Bosley, Larry Parrish, Kevin Elster, Bob Brower, Tim Raines, and Tony Bernazard. All right, Johnny Ray, Rick Searage, Greg Harris, Mark Grace, rookie card, Randy St. Clair, Luis Polonia, Steve Balboni, Matt Young, Ron Kittle, John Marzano, Mike Henneman, Mark Williamson, Phil Schroeder, Tommy John, famous because he had the surgery named after him. He was the first one to get it. Diamond King card there, and Ken Daly. All right. And okay. Bobby Thigpen, Mark McGuire, Diamond King, Ron Oster, Tom Bernansky, Kelly Gruber, Phil Bradley, Roberto Alomar, rookie, Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Famer, Wally Backman, Glenn Braggs, Chris Spire, Bobby Bowe, Marvell Wynn, Milt Thompson, and Bill Duran. Okay, Tim Flannery, Jeffrey Leonard, Barry Bonds, Jeff Dedman, Rafael Palmeiro, Hall of Famer, Dave Magadan, Mike Kingery. Wait, bear with me just a moment. I might have misspoke there. Yeah, I did misspeak. Palmeiro's not in the Hall of Fame. Had to look that up. Sorry there. Should be. Dave Magadan, Mike Kingery, John Cerruti, Kent Hrebick, Gary Gady, Tony Fernandez, Keith Atherton, Mark Langston, Keith Hernandez, and Paul Nose. What are you guys hoping for from baseball this year? You guys hoping for, well, I mean, I'm sure everybody's hoping there will be a season, but who are you wanting to see in the playoffs? And it, if we get that far, who do you think will win the World Series this year? Let's see here. Scott Bradley, Sean Dunston, Kelly Downs, Felix Fermin, Ozzie Virgil, Ted Power, Jimmy Jones, John McGrain, Mike Jackson, Bob Nepper, Ozzie Guillen, John Guzman, Willie Frazier, Neil Heaton, and Gene Nelson. Looks like 3 packs left of this stack here. So we got Mitch Williams, Jack Lazorko, Mike Fitzgerald, Terry Steinbach, Charlie Liebrant, Julio Franco, Mariano Duncan, Wayne Tullison, Alan Trammell, Kent Hurbick again, Tony Fernandez, Keith Arterton, Mark Langston, Keith Hernandez, and Paul Nose. The last half of that pack was the same as the first half, or same as the last half of the other pack. All right, Mike Lavalier, Greg Booker. I'm butchering some of these names. Tracy Jones, Darren Dalton, Ken Caminetti. I believe that's his rookie. Yep. Willie McGee, Bill Long, Bob Boone, Pete Incaviglia, Tom Foley, Andy Van Slyke, Charlie Puleo, Pete Stanikik, Jim Lindman, Greg Maddox, and Tom Prince. So we haven't found Kirby yet, and we also have not, who else have we not found? We haven't found Tom Glavine's rookie card yet. All right, let's see here. Ken Daly, Gus Polidor, Cal Ripken Jr., Diamond King again, Chuck Krim, John Haben, Larry Herndon, John Shelby, Rick Cerrone, Corey Snyder, Dennis Eckersley, Larry Parrish, Thad Bosley, Kevin Elster, and Bob Brower. All right, stack number 2 is down. Give me a second. I'm going to create a little more room here for me. Got too many stacks of cards going next to me here. All right, let's go with the top left corner now. I guess we'll have to push that back so it'll hold the picture up. Okay. I'm sure almost everybody's favorite old set is probably the 89 Upper Deck because of Ken Griffey Jr.'s rookie card. But other than that, or besides that one, what would be your guys' favorite set to collect and try and put together? Marty Barrett, Kirk Gibson, Rob Deere, Larry Sheets, Andy Van Slyke again, Randy Bush, Willie Upshaw, Ozzie Smith, Hall of Famer, Lou Gutterman, Andre Dawson, Rob Thompson, Mike Diaz, David Palmer, Kurt Stillwell, and Randy Reddy. Jose Aquinedo, Dick Schofield, Sean Raleigh, Dale Sveum, Eddie Murray, Alan Trammell, Mike Marshall, Willie Randolph, Alfredo Griffin, Greg Swindle, Frank White, Steve Buscemi, Sean Abner, Ruben Sierra, and Tim Wallach. So it's nice in this this stack so far. We've been seeing a few different names. I am liking that. Got a whole lot of repeats out of those last couple of stacks. John Kruk, Will Clark, Tommy Gregg, Ken Griffey Sr., Keith Moreland, Gary Carter, Ray Quinones, Rance Mullenix, Steve Lombardarzi, Paul Molitor, Diamond King, Fred McGriff, Gary Gady, Jesse Orozco, Alvin Davis, and Leon Durham. John Pulowski, Bill Buckner, Dave Meads, Terry Pendleton, Chris James, Guy Hoffman, Lance McCullers, Alte Haymaker, John Smiley, Rafael Ramirez, Jerry Murphy, Checklist, Vince Coleman, Lee Smith, Andy Van Slyke. I think that's the first Andy Van Slyke we've seen that wasn't a Diamond King so far out of this box. Okay, Albert Hall, Cal Daniels, Juan Samuel, Carmelo Martinez, Kevin Bass, Jerry Hurston, Sean Hilligus, Pete O'Brien, Devon White, Andres Galarraga, Mike Davis, Kevin Seitzer, Brett Butler, Pedro Guerrero, and Ricky Henderson, Hall of Famer. 4 packs left of this stack, then we move on to our final stack. Dion James, Bob Brinley, Sid Bream, Stan Jefferson, Bo Diaz, Luis Agallo, Glenn Davis, Jack Clark, Mark McLemore, Yvonne Calderon, Scott Fletcher, Nelson Laureano, Casey Candeli, Carney Lansford, Danny Tartable, and Steve Sachs. Paul O'Neill, Rick Shue, Gerald Young, Ricky Horton, Johnny Ray, Rick Searage, Greg Harris, Mark Grace, rated rookie again, Randy St. Clair, Luis Polonia, Steve Balboni, Matt Young, Ron Kittle, John Marzano, and Mike Henneman. Greg Wilson, Billy Hatcher, Carlton Fisk, Mike Stanley, Brian Downing, Mitch Webster, Mark McGuire, Willie Wilson, Joe Carter, Bob Welch, Bruce Hurst, Gary Ward, Darrell Evans, Paul Molitor, and Fred Lynn. One more pack left of this stack. Alright, Ken Dixon, Tim Raines, Checklist, Scott Terry, Scott Sanderson, Al Newman, Tom Glavine rookie card. That's one of the main one I was looking for. Another Checklist, Keith Hughes, Doug Sisk, Ruben Sierra, MVP card there. Another Checklist, Eddie Williams, Stan Musial, Hall of Fame Diamond King card. Kind of a ding on the corner of this one. And Alvin Davis, ding on the corner of that one also. But the Tom Glavine card looks like it's in good shape. Does look like it could be a little off-centered left to right there. Top and bottom doesn't look too bad, but there's no dings in the corners. And looks like it's in pretty good shape. All right, let's move on to our last stack here. Now we're searching for more Tom Glavines and then maybe a Kirby Puckett, no number. All right, Donnie Hill, Mike Witt, Jim DeShanes, Greg Matthews, another Stan Musial Hall of Fame Diamond King. And that one, the corner's not dinged up on. Alvin Davis, Mike Heath, Billy Ripken. Billy Ripken has the famous obscenity card in the Fleer set. I did manage to pull that not that long ago. I was pretty excited about that. Wish I would have pulled that on camera. That would have been fantastic. Burn Smith, Ken Williams, Jack Howell, Larry Anderson, Bill Dolly, Mike Schmidt, and Dave Concepcion. All right, Mickey Hatcher, Dave Winfield, Todd Benzinger, Jeff Robinson, Ted Niedenfuhr, Robin Yount, Yvonne Calderon, Jim Presley, Jose Lind, Luis Quinones, Len Dykstra, Juan Castillo, Mike Aldretti, Al Perique, and James Steele. Another Tommy John, Diamond King there, Paul Nose, Glenn Hubbard, Chili Davis, Mike Lavillari, Greg Booker, Tracy Jones, Darren Dalton, Kim Caminetti, Willie McGee, Bob Boone, Bill Long, Pete Incaviglia, Joey Meyer, and Tom Foley. Try and speed this up just a little bit more if I can. Right about 26.5 minutes so far. All right, Greg Gross, Shane Mack, Jim Wynn, Dave Smith, Kurt Manwaring, Jerry Brown, Don Sutton, Jeff Parrott. These ones are off-centered quite a bit here, up top to bottom. Dwayne Murphy, Jamie Quirk, Carmen Castillo, Brian Holton, Tommy John again, Jim Rice, and Willie Hernandez. I think that was the first Tommy John we had that wasn't a Diamond King. All right, Bill Schroeder, Mark Williamson, Tommy John again. I think that's number 4. Checklist, Jim Lindman, Greg Maddox, Tom Prince, Charlie Puleo, Pat Pasillo, Kent Tekove, Terry Poole, Steve Lyons, Mark McGuire, Diamond King. I think we pulled a couple of those so far. Jeff Russell and Chuck Finley. All right, Scott Terry, Scott Sanderson, Al Newman, Tom Glavine again. I think that one's even more off-centered than the other one, left to right. Top to bottom looks like it could be a little bit better than the last one. But yeah, it is off-centered, definitely left to right. Checklist, Keith Hughes, Doug Sisk, Mike Scott, another checklist. Eddie Williams, another Stan Musial Hall of Fame Diamond King. Wally Joyner, Frank Tanana, Jay Aldrich, and Jim Dwyer. One thing I always found nicer than in Donruss than Topps was you didn't get the stick of gum in these, especially if you're opening them now, because you don't get that big stain across the back from that stick of gum. Let's see here. Barry Bonds, Jeff Dedman, Rafael Palmeiro, Dave Magadan, Mike Kingery, John Cerruti, Kent Hrbek, Gary Gady, Tony Fernandez, Keith Etherton, Mark Langston, Keith Hernandez, Paul Nose, Glenn Hubbard, and Chili Davis. Got 2 packs left. Still have not seen a Kirby Puckett yet. Oral Hershiser, there's a name we haven't seen yet today. Dave Righetti, Bob Stanley, Walt Terrell, Tim Higura, Mike Boddicker, Jeff Reed, Donnie Hill, Mike Witt, Jim Deschaines, Greg Matthews, Shane Raleigh, Rob Murphy, Ed Whitson. All right, we're down to our last pack. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, do so, and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified whenever I post new videos. All right, let's see if we can't find that Kirby Puckett. Probably not, though. Rated rookie, Lance Johnson there. Ray Knight, Tom Brookins, Mike Scotia, Mike Pagliarulo, Scott Bales, Mickey Tettleton, George Brett, Bobby Witt, Ozzie Smith, MVP, Charlie Huff, Tim Burke, Kurt Young, Brett Saberhagen, and Chris Bando. So we got a bunch of names in that pack that we hadn't seen yet today. But not a horrible box. We did get quite a few cards out of here that, again, none of these are really worth a ton of money, but we got a bunch of Hall of Famers and, you know, quite a few rookies that at least I was looking for. We got the Tom Glavine rookie there, and we got Jay Buhner's rookie, which I was looking for both of those. So I'm pretty happy about those. And, you know, Cal Ripken's and Roberto Alomar's rookie, stuff like that. So again, not a horrible box. Doesn't appear that they were searched. That's one thing you definitely have to worry about with old wax boxes, is people searching them. But there's really not a ton of stuff to look for in 88 Donruss, so I wasn't super concerned about it. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought, and we'll catch you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, everyone.